Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This video is sponsored by Hobbii, one of my favorite online yarn stores. This is part of the Hobbii Elements challenge. I chose the earth element and I made a blanket to represent it. You can find the link to the writing pattern in the description box. For this project, I used 2 different types of yarn. The Winter Glow, I used 3 of this, and Portobello, 5. You can find the links to the yarns in the description box. A 5mm hook, a pair of scissors, yarn needle, and stitch markers. Alright, let's get started. To begin the pattern, make a slip knot. Insert the hook. Make a chain of 220. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or make a chain in multiple of 10 if you want it in a different size. For demonstration purpose, I'm making a chain of 30. But for the blanket, I made 220 chains. At the end of the chain, plus 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Total 33 chains. And the blanket is 223 chains. On the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one, place a double crochet, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. This also counts as a stitch. Including the chain stitch, we now have 2 stitches. Then double crochet into the next chain. Double crochet into the next chain. And double crochet into every chain. By the end of the row, there will be 31 stitches, including the beginning chain stitch. And we'll be working with 31 stitches for the pattern. The total stitch for the blanket is 221 stitches. To begin row 2, 2 chains. 1, 2. The beginning 2 chain always counts as a double crochet. So place a marker into the top of the 2nd chain to ensure you won't miss this stitch. 1 more chain, total 3 chains, and turn. Skip the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 2 stitches, double crochet. And another double crochet into the same stitch. 1 chain. In the same stitch, place 2 more double crochet. 3, 4, and we just form a fan stitch. Skip 2 stitches, double crochet. One chain, skip 1, double crochet, one chain, skip 1, double crochet, skip 2 stitches, double crochet, another double crochet into the same stitch, one chain, and place 2 more double crochet into the same stitch. So that's 3 and 4. Fan stitch, and in between it, 3 double crochet and 2 one chain space. Continue the pattern, skip 2, double crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, double crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, double crochet, skip 2, fan stitch. So place 2 double crochet into this stitch, one chain and 2 double crochet. At the end of the row, skip 2, double crochet, 1 chain, 2 stitches left, skip the next stitch, double crochet into the top of the chain stitch. Row 3 is basically the repeat of row 2. 2 chains. Place a marker into the top of the second chain to mark it as the first stitch. 1 more chain, total 3 chains, and turn. Skip the 1 chain space, double crochet into the top of the double crochet stitch. Skip 2. In the chain space here, in between the fan stitch, place a fan stitch. 2 double crochet, 1, 2, 1 chain, and 2 double crochet into the same space. 3, 4. Skip 2, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, skip 2. In the center of the fan stitch, place a fan stitch, and repeat this all the way to the end. At the end of row 3, skip the chain space and double crochet into the top of the second chain. To begin row 4, 2 chains, 1, 2. This always counts as a double crochet. Place a marker into the top of the second chain and turn. In the chain space, place a double crochet, double crochet, double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet, in the 1 chain space, double crochet. So this row, we're keeping it simple by making a double crochet into every stitch. Make sure not to skip the 1 chain space because that also counts as a stitch. To begin row 5, 1 chain and turn. This 1 chain does not count as a stitch. In the same stitch, place a single crochet and place a marker to make it easier for counting, and double crochet into the next stitch, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. So this row, we're alternating between a single crochet and a double crochet, and repeat this all the way to the end. At the end of row 5, I have 2 stitches left, double crochet, and single crochet into the top of the second chain. One chain, cut yarn, because we're going to change color for the next row. To begin row 6, turn your work. In the first stitch, insert the hook and pull through the new working yarn. Two chains, 1, 2. Place a marker on the second chain. In the next stitch, double crochet and double crochet into the next stitch. On this row, we're placing a double crochet into every stitch. At the end of row 6, double crochet into the last stitch, one chain, and cut yarn. To begin row 7, turn your work, insert new working yarn into the first stitch, pull through, one chain to begin, and this one chain does not count as a stitch. In the same stitch, single crochet, place a marker into the first stitch to make it easier, double crochet into the next stitch, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. On this row, we are alternating between single crochet and double crochet, and your last stitch is a single crochet. To begin row 8, 2 chains. Place a marker and turn, double crochet into every stitch. From here, we're repeating the last 2 rows, row 7 and row 8, until row 13, and I meet you on row 13. To begin row 13, 2 chains. Place a marker, one more chain, total 3 chains, and turn, skip the next stitch, double crochet, skip 1, skip 2, fan stitch. So 2 double crochet, 1, 2, 1 chain, and 2 more double crochet, 3, and 4. Skip 2, double crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, double crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, double crochet, Then skip 2, fan stitch, 2 double crochet, one chain, and 2 double crochet into the same stitch, and repeat this all the way to the end. This row is the repeat of row 2, followed by the repeat of row 3 2 times, and I meet you on row 16. To begin row 16, 2 chains, 1 and 2, and turn. Place a double crochet into the chain space, double crochet into the top of the double crochet stitch, and double crochet into every stitch. From here, basically we're repeating this section, starting with one row of double crochet stitches only, then followed by a row of single crochet and double crochet stitches, and repeat for a total of 6 rows. And I meet you at the end of row 21. This is the end of row 21. This section is the mirror of this section. And this section we did 3 times, which is this section from the beginning. And to begin row 22, make sure to cut yarn and turn your work. Insert new working yarn into the first stitch. One chain, single crochet into the same stitch, one chain, skip 1, single crochet, one chain, skip 1, single crochet, one chain, skip 1, single crochet, and repeat this all the way to the end. At the end of row 22, 2 stitches left, skip 1, and single crochet into the last stitch. To begin row 23, 2 chains. The beginning 2 chain always counts as a stitch. Place a marker into the top of the second chain and turn. So that's the first stitch, the chain space, single crochet, chain space, and in the second chain space, place a double crochet, then double crochet into the chain space that we just skipped. And we just created an X stitch. Double crochet into the next chain space, double crochet into the previous chain space, double crochet into the next chain space, and double crochet into the previous chain space. Repeat this all the way to the end. At the end of row 23, after the last X stitch, double crochet into the last stitch. On this row only, we are short by 1 stitch. We should have 221 stitches, and total we have 220 stitches, and this is correct. 1 chain, and turn to begin row 24. In the first stitch, single crochet, 1 chain. So we just added that extra stitch back onto the pattern. In the center of the X stitch, single crochet, 1 chain, single crochet into the center of the X stitch, 1 chain, single crochet into the center of the X stitch, 1 chain, and repeat this all the way to the end. At the end of row 24, skip the chain space and single crochet into the top of the second chain. And the total number of stitches is 221 stitches, including the 1 chain. 1 chain, cut yarn, to begin row 25, turn, insert new working yarn into the first stitch, one chain, single crochet into the same stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, which is the chain space, single crochet into the single crochet stitch, and double crochet into the chain space. From here, we're repeating row 7 to row 24, which is this section, 9 times. So this section, we repeated 9 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At the end of the 9th time, with the white yarn, instead of the X stitch, I simply made a double crochet row and ended the blanket like what we did at the beginning. So repeat row 6 to row 1. So row 6, row 5, row 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, lastly is to make the border. Pick a corner, insert white yarn into the stitch at one of the corners. Pull through. 1 chain to begin. In the same stitch, single crochet, 1 chain. We're working on this side of the blanket and there's no stitches to tell you where to place the stitch. Basically, there are like 2 stitches for the double crochet row. So what I'm doing here is single crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, single crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, and repeat this all the way around. And trying to keep your stitches evenly. At the end of the round, single crochet, 1 chain, then slip stitch into the first stitch. 1 chain to begin round 2. Single crochet into the seam stitch, 1 chain, and place a marker in the first stitch, which is the single crochet stitch. Single crochet into the chain space, 1 chain, single crochet into the chain space, 1 chain, single crochet into the chain space, 1 chain. And I meet you at the next corner. The corner is a chain space, this one, single crochet, 1 chain, place a marker into the 1 chain, and place another single crochet into the same space. 1 chain, then single crochet into the next chain space. 1 chain, single crochet into the next chain space, 1 chain. So we're going to do the same with the next 2 corners like this. Single crochet, 1 chain, single crochet. To begin round 3, slip stitch into the first stitch, which is the single crochet stitch. 1 chain. In the same stitch, place a single crochet and place a marker. This is the first stitch all around. 1 chain, single crochet into the next chain space, 1 chain, single crochet into the next chain space, 1 chain, single crochet, 1 chain, single crochet, 1 chain. At the corner where the marker is, single crochet, 1 chain, place a marker into the 1 chain, and place another single crochet into the chain space. 1 chain, then single crochet into the next chain space, 1 chain, and single crochet into the next chain space, 1 chain, and carry on with the pattern. Repeat this round for as many as you like. I did a total of 6 rounds. At the end of the final round, single crochet, 1 chain, cut yarn, with a yarn needle, insert into the first stitch, insert into the previous stitch, which is the chain space, then weave in the tail. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!